How y'all doing?
All right.
Yeah, very good. Cool. Good to see you guys here in our little comfy, cozy panel room.
Yes, welcome guys.
Well, this is I believe, is it the How to YouTube?
How to YouTube.
Yeah,
yes,
so
we started it like.
Oh
earlier.
no, is this the How to YouTube one?
Yeah, it is. Did you say it was a podcast panel?
Multiple times.
I just put out a tweet that says podcast panel.
Yeah, the podcast panel is later today.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Now
but
my
later
internet's
today.
not working.
Yeah,
They're never
the
gonna
podcast
work.
panel is today at 6.
He's secretly promoting it.
Delete
Yeah.
tweet.
Well, at least you know where.
You did. You've got like 5 followers. Doesn't matter. So
Yeah, but they're gonna
this
be
is a YouTube panel.
Yeah, we started doing this about I think April and Winnie City. I think the first one we did it. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
And then we did it in MSB, and then I didn't do one at BrightCon. That was.
I don't think we.
Yeah, we just did the podcast panel there. But yeah, so this is the third time we're doing it, I think.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
just kind of more about just talk with you guys, just shoot the breeze, and just chill out. And
If you guys have any
Try.
questions,
Yeah.
yes.
Organized by him. How about you introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Paleo Steno. I make YouTube videos sometimes, and I make like movie reviews and a whole bunch of different other things, and we do podcasts together and everything. So this panel is basically just talking about like how to get a channel started, or if you already have a channel, like how to grow it, and just how to YouTube basically.
Open table discussion, around table, whatever.
Yeah.
Square. My name is ACRacebest. I do YouTubes. And then right next to me is...
Hey guys, I'm ACRacebest, and I'm
You fix your tweet?
ACRacebest. I did. I did.
Does it podcast anymore?
Did you? Yeah, we run the same thing. Yeah, much like these guys up here, surprise, surprise, I YouTube.
Well, I want to ask you all, how many of you in the audience have YouTube channels that you run and everything? Yeah.
You just don't want to raise your hand? Maybe. Not feeling it?
You know, I was told that besides being his clone, that you... Two Snacks, right?
Yes.
Okay, has anybody ever heard of Two Snacks?
Two Best Sisters Play.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone's like,
I actually used to do top 10 pony videos back in like 2012 or so, and there was the thumbnail back before I could pick thumbnails for the video, and it generated an image from one of your videos.
he's still waiting for the
That
check.
video got like almost 2 million views because of that wonderful title card. So thank you.
Well, then now he's waiting for the check.
Hasbro's copyright, you know, they got the money. So I'll owe you a high five later.
Oh,
Well, do we just want to open this up with Q&A?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Just any question you want about YouTube, or we can talk about
anything.
ask us about like what we do or anything.
And there's
Pretty
only
much.
one thing we ask you guys. Let's have some fun. Okay? That's it.
It's too much.
Too much.
Too much. I mean, we live in this wonderful day and age where we don't really have to have an agent anymore to, I guess, do what you love with being an artist. You have the internet. It's one of the greatest creations ever for the average Joe. And it's, I mean, look at people like, I mean, PewDiePie, Markiplier, I mean, even Egoraptor from the corrupted place of Newgrounds was able to make something of his life. So anyone can do it.
by origins. Came from Newgrounds. I came from Newgrounds.
Cursed
Nice.
Newgrounds. We all have our embarrassing backstories.
Oh, yes.
I remember White Team and D.
How could you forget it?
All right, don't be shy. Ask questions. Ask away. Shut up,
No, I
Beavins.
have a real question.
Put your hand
I
down.
have a real question.
What do you want?
Do you think YouTube is going to stay the platform for creators, or because of their oversight and controlling everything, they're going to drive people away to a new?
Oh yeah, about like the monetization thing with the like controversial content.
So,
Yeah.
Or like
you...
all the automation, like they make everything like if it copyright claims a song, it's not an actual person recognizing it, it's like a robot.
I want to
Yeah.
make something quickly clear to the audience, for those who don't know. So, how many of you know how a YouTuber gets paid? All right, how many of you do not? Where it's like, I have no clue. Okay, we'll explain that quickly. So, and correct me when I'm wrong,
Okay.
inevitably. So, what happens is you make a video and you have a Google AdSense account.
Yeah.
And YouTube/Google, because Google owns them, will randomly assign advertisements to those videos.
Well, it's not random.
Don't they like narrow it down though?
Yeah, yeah. Like the advertisers sort of like bid on the ad space.
Okay.
and like whatever they bid, they get the ad placed there,
Okay.
and then you're paid off of that. Like there are different types of ads. There's like in-stream ads. There's like
Little
overlay
pop-up.
ads.
Yeah.
Just all kinds of different ads that show up on a video. But yeah, recently YouTube did this thing where they started demonetizing videos that they thought were like controversial. And that was like the demonetization thing where if you like mention anything like that's considered taboo, I guess, they would unmonetize it. Because advertisers don't want their ads on like controversial content.
So,
Yeah.
so because monetization is where you can like earn money on your video, obviously. Where it's like, okay, that little green dollar sign means, oh sweet, I'm getting paid, and as long as people are watching these videos, I'm getting some money. You don't. By the way, just to let you guys know, you don't really get paid that much. Like it is hard to make a living doing YouTube. I still do part-time Starbucks. I know, I'm a sham. I make a damn good latte. But like I'm getting close to 200,000 subscribers. I'm very honored and proud to have ever gotten past 100,000, let alone 10,000. But even then, like I need like Starbucks to help me pay for my health insurance. You've got, then you have folks like Markiplier, you know, love the guy. But I bring him up to say that like somebody leaks information where he makes like $600,000
In a month. Yeah.
So there's this like, you gotta cross that line where you're like, okay, I'm breaking even now. Like I'm earning enough to consider a minimum wage job, but it takes a lot to get there. Like don't go out the gate thinking, sweet, I'm gonna make that sweet.
It'll take a
YouTube.
while.
It takes a while.
Like one thing I think we've always discussed is you almost can't count on having a career on YouTube. It almost has to happen, and then you can say, oh, I can make a career out of YouTube.
Yep, you need something to get you there. Like it's like, you know, I quit my sales job and I now do YouTube because I had it on the side. And we'll get to your question, I know. But I just want to, I guess, lay the framework for those who weren't familiar or who don't know how YouTubers make their money.
For me, like I have to meet some guy in a dark suit in a dark alley.
It's a Hasbro
Dark
CEO.
setting. Yeah, and they just hand me a briefcase and it has like $5 in it. And I'm like, okay.
You gonna keep the briefcase?
No.
So YouTube, let's just get this, out the gate here. It's a company. It's not like something from the government where it's like, you're impeding on my rights to free speech. They don't care. It's a company. They call the shots.
Yeah.
And like he was saying, demonetization is from the company.
Want to make their videos advertiser friendly.
Yeah, because Jim mentioned this, where apparently
Yeah.
YouTube meets some kind of like requirement recently, where they like are considered a channel or something like that.
I don't know.
Our buddy Jim mentioned it. So every day YouTube grows larger and larger, and you think millennials, wow, they're internet savvy. The next generation coming in is going to be like ×2, if not more. It's insane. So, and that's why YouTube's like gearing up right now to get ready for that. Like it's going to be, it's the future of entertainment, and they are kind of being a bit hands-on with the demonetization, where they go, that's not friendly, that's not good, too many bad words, can't talk about that, and they pretty much take away your ability to make money off that content. So it should be interesting to see, because that kind of control, you never know when they're going to go, gone, your channel's gone, and that's kind of scary. Another problem about being a YouTuber is that safety net. Oh, good luck. It is hard to secure. So that was question one.
What about you right here in the front?
Well, like just starting out initially, as far as like editing and stuff, like what kind of background do you guys have in as far as like editing and software knowledge?
As far as background goes, I didn't really do anything other than like make like crappy music videos like on Windows Movie Maker, and then I just worked my way up from there. So I just did it as like a hobby for a while, and then I just started going to Vegas and started editing with that.
You flew to Vegas?
No, Sony Vegas. That's the program. Yeah.
Yeah, same. I made just goofy like YouTube poop videos with Movie Maker. I'm like, look at this, I can reverse the video. Isn't that great? And that's just how most people get going. You just kind of get your hand on the program and just mess with it and have fun.
I can't remember the program I had started with. Like my mom got this editing program and she's like, great, now I can edit my home videos. She never used it. But for some reason, I all of a sudden was like, you know what would be a lot of fun? If I make like, I don't know what inspired me to do this, but I started taking vacation videos that I was filming and editing them together, and they were like 3 hours for the whole vacation, and I have music and all this junk in it. It's like, I was going overboard, way overboard. But I was having fun doing it. I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be fun. I should do this. And on the other side of things, also, I kind of got into video making for like sports, specifically for stock cars.
That's not sports.
I knew you were gonna say that. And so I kind of had like the racing side of video editing as well as the entertainment side of video editing. And yeah, at one point I said, oh, maybe I should make more vacation videos than I did. The end.
So that's where your name comes from.
What's that?
That's where your name comes from. ACRacebest.
The race, yeah. Well, race comes from because AWOL and semester back in the day, I was like, I like race cars. Race.
Okay.
Done.
By the way, speaking of editing, our friends Jay Holler and BVid's expert editors, I think I want you all to weigh in on this because you guys are phenomenal with your editing. How did you all get into it? On the spot.
Forced labor.
I kind of liked making home movies and fun, like, just videos with my friends. We did the iconic, like, let's make a zombie video, and I got some friends together and, like, got the blood effects and got all that stuff, and we just started editing videos. And then when Ponies finally came out, it was one of those things where it was, I think it was hot at that time, like on the internet, to take a you take a trailer of something and then you mash it up with audio of something different. So they took like Toy Story and mashed it up with The Dark Knight, and it got like tons of millions of views. And I was like, I think it would be kind of funny to do the same thing, but with like My Little Pony and see how that comes out. And it got like a ton of views, and it was one of those just sort of culminating moments where you go like, wow, I really enjoy this. I enjoy making people happy. So then just kept going from there.
That's sweet of you. I got into editing because of this show, actually. Before this, I hadn't had much experience in editing, some various like Let's Play things, but very simple, quick cuts. So I actually, like he mentioned, I saw other people making videos with MLP and movie trailers. And I just really thought, I wanted to ask myself, like, can I do that? I wonder if I can. So I went and tried. I just got the programs, I got the footage, I just did everything. All the groundwork, and then just learned and fell on my face 1,000 times over the course of like a 3-day period. I'm editing together a video that was mashed up with Hot Fuzz with MLP, and that was just like basically making all those mistakes, and that's, you know, it started from there, and then just kept making more videos from there and there, getting better the more videos you make, because obviously at the very beginning you're not going to be too great. You're going to learn on the go, but the more videos you make, the better you get.
It's like looking at like an artist who's like, this is my art when I was 3, and then when I was 8, and then when I was 15, and now when I'm in my mid-20s, and you see how I was like, wow, you've gotten much better. Everyone starts at a very low-tier place where it's like, how does a camera work? But then you get better if you want to, and you keep learning, and you have, I mean, the internet, so there's no limit to what you can look up and learn.
Yeah.
All right, next question. Yes, Jay Holler.
So kind of maybe going off of you, his question about, you know, YouTube controlling everything.
Mm-hmm.
What was your reaction to, if you've heard of YouTube Heroes?
Yeah.
And are you one? More specifically.
In my own eyes.
Yeah.
More like a YouTube Zero.
But seriously, it was just about what was your feelings about a program such as that?
So YouTube Heroes, for those who do not know, it was this video that YouTube's channel, they have a channel on there, of course, on YouTube, where they were saying like, they made it all happy, like little like guitar, and just visuals, and being like rolling out the new YouTube Heroes. Where what were some of the features before they got to the big one? Where it's like you can
report comments.
you can not that yet, but it was like you can do your own captioning, earn points, and
Submit your subtitles for videos.
And there are things where that's really neat, and then it's like you can do mass flagging and reporting, and it's like
mass flag videos. What?
That was a bit. It's like hold up. That's a big deal. Like, what's this?
Like, if you can mass flag like a person's channel, like just mass flag all their videos, you could like ruin them.
That is horrifying.
Yeah.
Because if somebody's biased, they can just obliterate your channel and make it to where it's like, great, all my content just got flagged, and now I got to go through the process of fixing it. Yes.
Yeah.
Kind of going off of that, I was hearing like a lot of complaints about studios that are claiming copyright on things that are original. Have you guys experienced that at all?
Not personally.
Sort of. Recently, Paramount has flagged a lot of my movie reviews, mainly because like I only use screenshots in my movie reviews. I don't like use footage or anything. But they claimed like the Star Trek Beyond review, the TMNT Out of the Shadows review, and the 10 Cloverfield Lane review, because they're all Paramount. And it's weird because like there's no footage or anything. But maybe I don't know if they're claiming like other reviews like that.
Some companies are a bit more extreme than others. Cartoon Network, very chill. Viacom, get that out of here. They hate you using their footage, especially Invader Zim. Good luck.
I made a mistake once where sometimes to do an easy conversion of a video, I'll upload it to YouTube and then download it off YouTube. Just like
who needs pixels?
Not YouTube. And then I realized after I did this and got a message saying, hey, you just got a strike on your channel. I'm like, what did I do? Oh, I accidentally just uploaded a whole episode of My Little Pony. And it was like, don't do that.
It's so great because when so they'll send me an email, you get flagged for copyrights. And it's funny the way they kind of start the email, because they almost make it sound like, don't worry, we're not going to shoot you.
Oh yeah, it's very consoling, and to actually be...
don't worry, you're not in trouble. Like,
yeah.
Well, that's the kind of situation we're in, aren't we?
Yeah, I was going to say, to be clear, I didn't actually get a strike. I got a warning, you do it again, you'll get a strike.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're like, don't worry, we're just here to let you know. Yeah, we're just here to let you know that you screwed up.
We're taking your money, but you get to stay alive.
Don't worry.
It's a great company. Yes.
Did you like I think it was a Viacom video where they flagged their own video?
Yes, it's one of my favorite things
I've seen it like
ever.
3 times. It's like,
Yeah.
There was one I saw for Hasbro where it had like video claimed by Hasbro on Hasbro's YouTube channel. Yeah. The system is perfect.
They're like, we did a good job, guys.
We won't let us stop us. Any other questions? Don't be shy.
You got a question there in the middle?
Yeah, actually got a few questions.
Sure.
Fire away.
First question is, how do you know like what content you want to actually make and just make that? Because I'm kind of stuck between a place, or I do like countdown videos every month, and I also want to do like reviews. Like, I don't know how I know which I should just stop doing, which I should.
I got a question for you. Do you enjoy doing both?
Yes.
Why stop doing either?
All right.
Do both.
It's
both.
So you change. People change. Like if you look at we brought up Egoraptor. He was an animator in Newgrounds, and now he works with Game Grumps. I mean, that's quite the shift in direction from where he originally began. I started off doing YouTube hoops in a way, and now I'm doing video essays, and for all I know, I might be doing something different in 5 or 10 years, if I'm luckily still around. For future, I'll still be alive. But
Don't be so sure.
I would. But yeah, is that what? No. Dang it, that's whatever.
The table just breaks in half. You're like, oh.
Plywood. So you gotta be easy on yourself, because some folks get stuck with it and they're so frustrated because it's not clicking. I mean, what he said is important. Have fun with it, because you're not having fun with it, and you're going to hate it. Even if you become successful, you will hate it eventually. That's a problem, and you will regret it.
Yeah, I got stuck recently of like making videos, and I just sort of like changed where my tripod was, and that kind of fixed it, because I just started talking to the camera normally like that, because there was something that just came to me when one night. I was like, I'm gonna
dream. It was a vision.
No, like I just felt like I need to make a rant about why there isn't a dolphin Pokemon yet.
This is actually quite insane. There is not a Pokemon that's a dolphin.
Right.
Or vice versa.
Yeah, and the new region is going to be based in Hawaii, and so far we don't have anything about there being a dolphin Pokemon.
They got an ice cream cone though.
What?
Well, they want to make sure we Americans are happy.
But yeah, no, like my channel, for example, there's some videos I put out that are really big hits, like the Bronies Reacts.
Yeah.
They get some views. And then there's videos I put out that get a lot less views. But for me, it's the content that I enjoy making, and I know that no matter how small it is, there's a group of people out there that enjoy watching them. sometimes it means that I could probably take a look at, well, how can I make this better for the whole channel? Like, for example, a series I have, is there anyone who's seen the low budgets that I do? Woo! All right, yeah, represent, guys.
Half the audience is here.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's a series I make, and there's a lot of videos that go up, but, I mean, collectively, they don't make a ton of views. To me, that's okay. But at the same time, I'm like, well, how can I change this a little bit to where it might be more enticing for the rest of my audience to watch it?
Cat
Well,
pictures.
what's that?
Cat videos of pictures.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But what we started doing was we started painting up the cars as characters from My Little Pony. And for those that don't know the series, it's a Demolition Derby series. We build up cars, we crash the cars in a bunch of different types of events. And yeah, I've won a Demolition Derby in a Pinkie Pie car, legitimately. And in that same Demolition Derby, you were in a Fluttershy car. You did pretty good.
It's a minor concussion.
But yeah, it's fun stuff, and you gotta kind of just ask yourself, what do I want to accomplish? Is it just I want to have fun doing this? Do I want to? You got something?
And there's multiple ways of getting there. I mean, you see people who, like, their job is, I make Vine compilations, okay. Other folks, like, who here has seen the History of Japan video? Yeah, okay, that's what a rare exception to this, where this guy made something completely unique and original and it blew up. You can do it by quantity, you can do it by quality, you can do it by
random luck.
Random dumb luck. There's so much luck involved.
Yeah.
Okay, anybody ever heard of Review Bra? He running on empty food reviews. You ever heard that? Okay, so this guy, he wears like this. He's a tiny guy, wears this big suit. He's all fancy, and he'll review food. Like, he reviewed water one time.
Yeah. The comparison of, like, what was it like?
He's got a big suit. It looks ridiculous.
Distilled water versus fresh water.
And he's super serious, though. He's like, well, I mean, he has fun with it, but he's not like a jokester. You can tell he's legitimately trying to review this water. And he's been doing this for about, I think, 6 years. He just recently got noticed on Reddit, and when I rediscovered him, he had around 70,000 subscribers. And now he's like 120,000 subscribers within like a few weeks, and dumb luck, he's been consistently doing that for years. Finally got noticed, and I mean I think that's also very important. Like, there is a quality balance you have to strike. If you only make 2 videos, that's probably not enough. You got to keep making stuff, and the best part is you got nothing to lose. One video flops, big deal. You got your entire life ahead of you to make whatever else.
I want to add one more thing to that. Is that a lot of times people ask about, like, the success of a channel, or when you get, like, when you finally have that swing of subscribers coming in. I think it helps to have more than just that one video, on your channel. It gives people something to look and go, oh, so this person makes videos. Oh, there's more content
it's
here.
It's a splash effect, because your videos will be in the recommended.
Recommended.
I'm from the South, forgive me. I have molasses in my mouth. But yeah, because sometimes I have a video where it's like, nah, I only got 30,000 views, but then another video will do well, and it's a splash effect where at least maybe 4 of the videos.
Only 30,000 views.
Well, I'm sorry, like, relative to, I guess, my numbers, that's small in my eyes. I'm not saying I'm ungrateful, I'm just saying that statistically speaking.
Ungrateful.
I'm pretentious. But it's definitely dumb luck. But increase your odds of said luck by making more content.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you have any more questions? Or?
Yeah, I got 2 more.
Okay, and then we'll get to you next.
Yeah.
Yes.
And going along with that, I haven't done like any like pony content at all, and I've been like on YouTube since like 2012, and like just last week I did a review on the season 6 finale, and I was very apprehensive about showing it because I thought I'd scare away like all my subscribers and stuff. I mean, granted, I don't even have that many subscribers, just like 250.
We all had to start. I had 250 at one point.
Yeah, but,
I had less when I uploaded the first Brownies React. 167, baby.
and then I was just, luckily I didn't like get any dislikes on it, but I didn't get any likes on it, like no one really watched it. But I think I lost the subscribers, so I was like a little kind of, and I had told them in the video after that, oh, I might not do this again, if not, it'll be really rare. But I was just really kind of scared to do that again.
You want to know something weird? You might be saying
Go
the same
ahead.
thing. oftentimes, and I know Saber's experienced this too, when we'll put up a video, whether it's something that is very well molded for our channel or something new or something whatever, even if it's getting successful amount of views or whatever, there always seems to be on that initial upload a group of people that are like,
They unsub.
I'm
He uploaded a video, I'm unsubscribed.
So it's so weird. It's so bizarre because like, and I guess at some point you almost have to just swallow that fear and go whatever, and just go. Not to belittle this wonderful card. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make fun of it. But like, so you get cold feet sometimes, and you're afraid. What happens if this happens? If I upload it, I lose a subscriber. Bottom line is this. All right, if you don't do anything, then you're stuck. And what's the point of it at all? So take that leap of faith. It might suck. It might be the video that unlocks the floodgate. I, about a year ago, switched from Pony to a more broad cartoon animation focus, and that doubled my subscribers. I went from 70,000 or so to where I'm about to break 200,000. That's really cool. I'm like, wow, that actually happened. That's really neat, because I decided to take a leap of faith and say, okay, brownies, let's see if you all can come along with me on this journey into the broader scope of animation with Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, Disney, yada, yada, yada. So, yeah, you just got to take that leap of faith and say, hope for the best.
And then,
I was just going to say you had one more?
yeah, one more. Like how, I made normally when I make a video, it's like, okay, I search it, like, whatever game review, but, of course it's not going to be the first page. It's like, 10 pages down the line, 20 pages down the line. Do you have any, like, suggestions?
Oh, yeah.
He's got one for you.
For search engine, SEO, which is search engine optimization. There's actually a few apps you can download on like browsers. Like vidIQ is one that I use. vidIQ, like VIDIQ, and that one actually recommends videos that are similar to the title of your video or the description of your video, and you can add the tags from another video that will probably be recommended in that video. Another thing is like for the title. Make it catchy.
Yeah, it's good to ask a question. That's why I love doing video essays. Is yada yada this, and try to make it an open-ended question if you can. But yeah, make something engaging. And we all call it bait, but it helps to have a title card that at least kind of jumps out to the viewer.
Yeah.
It could be the colors, it could be the images, the fonts. There's nothing wrong with. There's a point where it's like, okay, why this is a video about the debates. Why is there a girl wearing a bikini in the title card? There's a certain point where it's like, okay, you're trying a bit hard, but there's nothing wrong with like making a title card that's some folks go, it's a bit clickbaity. Well, good, click on it, look at the video, and that's a big part of it. Yeah.
One more thing.
Yes.
I noticed on your channel that like, and this is on a lot of channels, you have like a cartoon kind of head of yourself on the icon, and my channel is called The Ostracized Gamer. So I was thinking to maybe have like a goofy cartoon ostrich kind of.
That sounds different.
Yeah.
There's my friend Scott said, do it different or do it better. So that's because everyone has their face, on the title card. What's my thoughts on the new Wendy's burger? If that works for you, cool. But if I saw a cartoon ostrich saying the same thing, that's different. I want to see that one first. So go for it. And by the way, the cartoon head thing got from him. That was his idea.
Oh.
Yeah,
Which you borrowed from Walt Disney.
Well, we all borrow things from other people.
Yeah, you build on it.
And then you had a question.
Can I have multiple channels under one username? And like, what are channels in general, and how can I use them for my YouTube channel?
I've got I have like 8 channels, but 4 of them are duplicates. That are just like empty duplicates, but I'm afraid to delete them because I think
I
don't want to delete my channel. The wrong one.
Ever since like Google did that thing where they merged like Google Plus with YouTube, they can't like undo that now.
It's like they're like, are you sure you want to delete everything?
Yeah.
And they're like, no, I'll just keep these 4 egg-shaped.
Yeah, like I have some like other ones that I just don't ever use.
I have channels that I got locked out of because I can't. I don't remember what the password was, but I also can't. I don't remember what the email was.
Well, let's go back. What do you use the individual channels for? Because I do have videos of different content all underneath my one username, and I think I can split those up into separate channels. and still control everything under one username?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can still do that. They did it now where under one email, you can go to your different channels. Because I have that for my regular channel and my gaming channel, which I haven't uploaded anything on for like a year.
Same.
I'm gonna start a gaming channel. Just for fun.
Yes.
Me myself, anyways, starting this last year, I actually have recorded my taxes for YouTube content.
Your tax-free content? I'm sorry, one more time?
Taxes.
Taxes?
You know, your income taxes, because of your AdSense and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I had to do that for the first time last year, because it was over $1,000.
Yeah.
So
That's a good problem to have, right?
Yeah.
I'll make sure that if you bought like a new computer or a microphone, that's
Anything that you consider an expense for
could be
making videos.
flying at a convention if you're making a video there. Oh, I guess that flight's part of the technique. Yeah. You can get really.
There's some auditor right now, like in the suit, like,
not true. But if you're driving from to a meeting to talk about YouTube stuff with your buddy, hey, that gasoline you spent, that's going to.
Oh yeah, I run my own business, so
then you're good. You're good, man.
Everything really
You know
is.
the art of this.
So if my channel blows up like right now, and then I build my PC, and I use the PC.
Then your PC will blow up, and then you're gonna need a new room.
IRS will put you to go time in the bed.
Here, what's your channel? We'll blow it up.
Any other questions?
Yeah, over there in the pink suit.
Yes.
So, because on the topic of transitioning content, how would you transition away from pony content? Because you guys up there, watch you transition away. How would you do that without ending up like Tommy Oliver?
Oh my God.
Poor Tom.
So sad.
He's a good guy. He's a good friend of ours.
Terrible mistake.
Yeah, we do a podcast with him, and we talk to him a lot.
I'll tell you, because I did it. So back about 2 years ago, Paley and I decided to make a documentary about brownies, and we kind of grew stagnant with our own content on our channel. We were so busy trying to work on the documentary. After the documentary was released, I was kind of, for my channel, I was just kind of treading water. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. Am I doing a review? Am I doing sketch comedy? What is it? And most of my subscribers, when I upload content, they just subs drop, and they wouldn't go up. I'm like, what am I doing? And for the longest time, I had this idea of doing a video called Why Cartoons Aren't Just for Kids. And I thought, well, that's kind of neat because it's not really excluding bronies, because this is very relevant to them, but it's not a topic that is brony exclusive either. It's like anyone can watch it. So that was my master plan. I'm gonna make videos, and roll some videos out that are in that neutral sweet spot where it's like, our fandom's bad. Well, bronies are a fandom, they might get that, but so would Undertale people and furries and others. So I kind of went for that broad stroke content that allowed bronies to keep watching it, and that's where I was able to make the transition, not out of bronies, but take them with me into a new direction.
Okay.
Because I don't want to forsake my audience because they got me to where I was, but I wanted, because I mean at that point I'm like, I made a documentary, what else can we do about this stuff? So I kind of ran out of steam with making exclusively pony content, but I still love animation. I decided let's go that way, because My Little Pony, it's animated, sweet.
Expanding the horizon.
Yeah. And then you kind of grew. Tommy, still makes amazing content, very well spoken. I recommend it if any of you haven't subscribed or checked his content.
Yeah, he has a new channel now called Rebel Pixels, where he talks about basically the creative process and a bunch of tech stuff too. He does like a bunch of
super tech savvy.
Yeah, he does a bunch of reviews like tablets and stuff, like drawing tablets and everything. And he recently did a couple of videos on the Microsoft conference and the Apple conference.
Watch him live tweet that nonsense.
Yeah.
Nice. Any other questions? We still got about yes. Yes, ma'am.
When you, back when you uploaded the first Bronies React, and you had gone to conventions after that, coming from out of Bronies React to being mainly just like a normal person, just with the YouTube
I'm no longer a normal person.
No,
I never was, really.
But like, when you go to Bronies, when you have Bronies React panels, or whenever you go to a convention, you see these fans that really enjoyed that content. Seeing where that just kind of came out of nowhere after Bronies React kind of blew up. What is that usually like?
So for me, I got really lucky. when I originally created my channel, I thought I was going to be doing like Chip and Dale Rescue Ranger content. I'm like, yeah. And I made a video, and then I didn't make more. But I got into like the pony scene, and I was like, oh dude, this is a lot of fun. I want to start making videos about this. After my girlfriend talked me into actually watching the show. And for me, I had never actually been to any meetup or convention prior to Bronies React, but I knew that there was a local SoCal pony, or I should say Brony meetup at Disneyland the following week. It was the week after I put out the Bronies React video, the first one. And that one, launched, and it was really fun because since I was so new to, I guess you could say, being recognized by anyone in the fandom, it was the first time I'd put a video out of my face, and really the first one anyone really watched. I went to this meetup, and so like, just for fun, I was like, hey, did you guys see that Bronies Drag video?
That ACRacebest is shredded.
But there were, I was just like, for fun, I'll just see. And I was able to talk to like a bunch of different people. There were probably 20, 30 people there. And when I bring it up, I think everyone I had asked had seen it. Not one person recognized me. And I loved it because I was just like, I just sat there with this little smile on my face. And I'm just like, yeah, I made it. And they're like, hey! So I had fun with that. And then the first convention I ever went to was Everfruit Northwest in 2012. That's where I first met this guy and Paleo. I wondered, going to this convention, I'm like, I wonder if anyone's gonna recognize me. It wasn't like, oh, I need to be recognized or anything. It was going through my head like, it'd be cool to see if any of this happens, because I'd seen videos from other conventions. And I didn't get through the door before someone opened it up and went, ACRacebest, welcome! And I was like, aw. You're under arrest. You owe me money. Oh, dang it. But yeah, so it's really humbling though, to be able to be in the spot where we're able to produce content for an awesome audience.
Back in 2010, I made like YouTube boobs, and I made this just awful one. That was one of my first ones ever, and it was like, I made it from...
There's a whip.
Yeah. So like, it's a song from like Return of the King, the Lord of the Rings animated movie, and all I did was use Movie Maker to speed it up and slow it down. And I had like one comment on the video, and the guy was like, this video's stupid. and then a few days later, he goes, I take it back. My family and I love this video. We watch it all the time and quote it when we eat dinner. And I'm like,
what a lame family.
Dorks. I was thinking because I guess that's, as I said earlier, the internet is one of the coolest inventions for the average person. It connects all of us. It brought us closer as a species. And it's so neat to think that some family who could be off, I don't know, in some exotic land of Oklahoma, and they at their dinner table are watching my content. And now I'm at a point where I have like over, I think, 10 million total views with my content. He's got 20 million. And you got a ton more. So do you, Jay, and Henry, hello. Make videos again, please!
Where's your Minions video?
Yeah. Raw, untapped power. But yeah, it's just so neat to think like, and then you come to these cons and it's like, wow, that person said, I love your channel, thank you for making videos. It got me through a really rough day. That's the coolest thing ever. I love that, and it really makes my day. It makes me feel like it validates my existence.
It's a special feeling. Like, we don't take it for granted. Whenever someone comes up and they're like, hey, I love watching your videos, or hey, I subscribe to your channel, it's like, thank you. Like, it's genuine. We're happy to be here, and we're lucky to be here.
Is your ad block on? Get out of my face!
Buy my merch! Buy my merch!
All right, we got about...
we got 20 minutes left.
Time slew. Let's ask her a question. Yes.
What advice would you have for younger kids who are trying to get into the YouTube?
Toy reviews.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah, because like, for whatever reason, they like blow up on YouTube.
No, it's like Let's Plays in the sense that you are vicariously, not vicariously, whatever. You're watching someone play a video game that you might like. Ooh, cool, let's see how they do with Undertale, whatever. Same thing with kids who watch these toy reviews and unboxings. It's like, in a way, it's like looking in the mirror at a toy store. Just
Yeah.
look at the new Lego.
Yeah, like window shopping.
It's window shopping, and
Yeah,
that's all it is.
window shopping for kids.
So I guess the thing about it is like with Let's Plays and unboxing videos is that you get a lot of competition, a whole lot of competition.
Or
So
videos on how to fix cars.
there's really niche
Or
stuff.
crashing
Yeah.
cars.
Yeah.
I used to do unboxing videos. Like,
I was gonna.
Yeah.
There are some really popular like kid vlog channels too.
Yeah,
out
there is.
But again, competition. There's a lot of
Because a
them.
lot of those folks who got there either were the first to get there, they did it very different, or they did it so much better, or a combination. Where that's like, I mean, PewDiePie, the reason why he's 40 million subscribers,
Yeah.
it's because he was one of the first to get there and really break ground and start trends. And now everybody else is like, oh, sorry, let's play channel. It's like, cool. You have to be pretty innovative from this point on.
Yeah.
Like I read the History of Japan video. That's unlike anything else. That was so unique and different. And because of that, he was able to get noticed. But for everyone else, there's MasterCard.
Did you also have a question next room?
Yeah, specifically for Saber, did you experience any form of a backlash for your propaganda cartoons video?
It got demonetized.
Oh, did it?
It's so funny because I uploaded the video, like it was around the same time when this news was rolling out, and people in the comments were like, "You're so brave, Saber Spark, for sticking it to the man and uploading such a controversial video to your channel."
Even though you had it planned like months before.
I was like, yeah, I am brave. And but I was, it's not gonna get tagged. It's history. It got tagged. And I was like, oh my god. And it was a really weird up and down where it got demonetized. I appealed it. They sent me an email saying your appeal did not go through, but it got remonetized anyway. And then like
We didn't get your appeal letter, just so you know. This is an email letting you know that we didn't get it.
Your video, it will not be monetized. But here it is monetized. And then a month later, it was demonetized again. And I got, it's weird. I went to my video and the option to appeal it again was not even, I couldn't even select it. I'm sitting there like, what? And then I thought, well, I lost this battle. What can I do? And then a few days later, it was remonetized.
YouTube's having an internal battle like, should I or should I not?
So, yeah, I mean, I guess I got a little bit of weird. I think it was algorithms doing weird stuff. The computers at YouTube being like, beep, boop, block.
Customer service, what customer service?
The image with all the like algorithms coming up, and you're just like, all the formula showing up.
Did you have another question, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you have any experience with RedTube? I mean YouTube Red.
Well, which one do you want to know about?
That's how I make my real money.
You know, now that you think about it, they were kind of brave going with YouTube Red.
Yeah.
Someone might be like, what was it called again? Red?
Oh.
Experience with, in what way?
I tried using it. I saw when I came out with that, I thought the same thing. I'm like, why did you call it that? Everyone's going to go to the wrong website. Or the right one, depending on what.
Maybe you have the wrong website.
Or the better.
No, I think, I mean, I've been tempted to try it out or even get it. I think it's funny.
There's only a couple shows on there that
I don't care about the shows. I won't be able to listen to music with my screen not.
Oh yeah, and
constantly.
also
There used to be a feature that
Yeah.
they took away because they're like, well, take features away and then make them pay for it. Yeah. Thanks, YouTube. But then again, YouTube just. So, by the way, in case y'all don't know, they don't make much money. If anything, they've been losing money for a long time.
Yeah.
Just like Twitter. Vine recently shut down because they aren't making money. A lot of these social media sites aren't. I mean, they make lots of money, but the amount to run the stuff is insane. And there was a website that Tommy Oliver told me about that, and I'm going to connect this into a story called FameBit. So it's a third-party system, a way to find people who are looking for you to sponsor their video or for you to promote their business or service in your videos, not as a or some ad that YouTube assigns, but more like, hey guys, welcome to my video. Before we begin, shout out to yada yada for sponsoring this video. They make really cool stuff. Go check them out. So you're making the ad in the video, unskippable. And you can go to FameBits and you can get paid.
Yeah, and there's there's other sponsors like that, like Loot Crate.
Loot Crate,
Yeah.
Amino is a big one for me.
Yeah.
Shout out to Amino, they've helped me pay my rent these last few months. Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
But FameBit was recently bought by Google. Google is moving pieces. They know what they want, and they're like, we will control the world in approximately 5 years.
So it might be where, in order to do like a FameBit deal, you just go on YouTube. They might just put it on there.
Yeah, they're consolidating. They are gearing up for the future, and they know it's coming.
For like FameBits, you can probably find some info on that.
What's that?
Just look for like FameBit.
Google FameBit. By the way, cool story. Apparently, it was some girl who did makeup tutorial videos on YouTube. Thought, hey, I'm gonna make it easier for other makeup companies to find YouTubers to sponsor their videos, and now she sold her website to Google. If we all could be so lucky.
I have a funny story about the YouTube Red. There's one group, and I'm gonna forget their names, but they do like video game.
Game Grumps?
No. No, I don't even know if I'll
Video
recognize
game what?
it. They do video game videos where.
Oh,
amazing! Where they basically make like a live action. Like I think they test stuff in video games to see, can you do it in the real world?
Oh, that's MadPat's like the Game Lab thing.
Game Lab. Yeah. Okay, so for those that know the low budgets and those that don't, Irwindale Speedway is where we do all of our Nights of Destructions, all of our wrecking stuff. Funny enough, tonight, there is a Night of Destruction happening at Irwindale Speedway. I'm not there. But the group, the Game Lab guys, came out because I don't know what game it was, and they wanted to do an auto soccer thing.
Oh, they were doing Rocket League.
Yeah. Rocket League. That was filmed at Irwindale Speedway.
That's cool.
And we ended up, after they were done, because the track supplied the cars, after those cars were done being used for that, we used them in a demolition derby. They were actual low budget cars, one of which I painted up as Nick Wilde and ended up winning the demolition derby in Nick Wilde. So, yay, Zootopia. But it was just funny because that's like my only experience with YouTube Red. It was like, well, I've had good experience.
I mean, they're trying to take what Netflix has done right, because Netflix is like crushing it right now, crushing it.
Yeah. And they have Zootopia, so it's great.
So YouTube's trying to catch up and borrow the ideas that Netflix has deaded out.
You talk about how like Google's like putting all their pieces in place and buying everything. Like at some point, it's going to be all that stuff will be Google and Disney, and they're going to be like,
It's going to be the government's like, we should have stopped this. we can't. They bought us. Don't you forget it. As the president, let's go fix that Middle East. I smell a theme park. But enough about the crisis in Iraq. All right, so any other questions? We still got about 11 minutes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, this might be a bit of a doozy of a question.
Bring it on.
We've all seen cringeworthy content.
Yes.
We've all done it once.
Yes, we have more than once.
How do you know when you're being like too cringeworthy, and how do you?
We don't.
How do you roll with it?
I accepted that everything I do.
Listen, the way I see it is, I mean, we've been in cringe compilations before.
Honored.
I wear it as a badge of honor.
Yeah.
I'm like, we better be in here. Oh, sweet, we're the title card.
Yes! It took us a long time to pull it off, too. We're like, we have done plenty of cringeworthy things in the past. Why is it taking so long?
And there are folks in these cringe compilations who are our friends, and they're like, we respect you. Like, okay, so Tommy Oliver again. he cannot catch a break. Ever! So he had a profile picture back in like 2011.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Where he's wearing like a fedora and he's looking super like serious at the camera, and someone took that picture and made a fake like dating profile.
Yeah, a fake OkCupid profile.
And it's like, I am an intellectual, atheist, a miladier or whatever.
Miladier.
And I've seen that on Imgur, on Tumblr, on Reddit, and it's like, Tom, I'm like, Tom. He's like, I know. I know. So own it, man. If you are happy with your life, then who cares? You're never gonna meet them anyway. And it's all about whether you want to let that bother you or not. I wear it, seriously, as a badge of honor. I don't give a damn. So bring it on.
Yeah, it's like, who cares? It's whatever.
Yep.
Just have fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm at the point in my like YouTube tenure where I can start talking.
You have a tenure? What? No one's told me there's a tenure.
seeming like you want something and just you want the person only? Exactly about that.
So, and he can really enlighten me on this one. You just give me an idea. So I get a lot of emails, folks saying, hey, can we collab? Can we collab? And I don't read the emails, but more often than not, I'll just like, nah. You don't want to come across as too needy, because trust me, a lot of YouTubers see this and they don't care. If anything, make content that you feel like is worthy, and there's a good chance it'll come to you. And Ray's, that's how he operates.
Yeah, with because daily I'm getting people asking about Bronies React, which is really cool. I love that there's the interest there. But the reality is I can't put everybody in them. There has to be a selectivity process to it, otherwise there'd be way too many people and no one would have a voice, essentially. I'm sorry!
Why weren't you putting in Brody's React?
I have Final Draft upstairs. But yeah, I mean, like, for me, there's so many different venues that people are contacting me through, email, on YouTube, Messenger, which I always forget is even that draft. And but the problem is I can't answer everybody, so I always try to like cover it like at conventions or maybe in like a big broad way where.
Wait, on Broadway? What? You've been turned down.
But yeah, I mean, it's essentially. It's hard because I try to read all the messages I'll get, and I don't always have time to answer all of them, and I don't want to just be like, no. Like, I would want to give like a response because I feel like just saying no is just gonna like shatter someone's heart, like, what? Why? So, well, I've seen people complain about me, saying, ACRacebest is a jerk. I asked to be on Bronies React and he never answered. I'm like,
yeah, and by the way, I guess segue a bit. Like, when it comes to YouTube or the internet in general and getting negative comments, it is inevitable. Inevitable. It's gonna. Once you hit that level, take pride. You've gotten there, you know.
And I'm not saying I'm not a jerk. It's just not for that reason.
He is. You were gonna say something?
I said I've gotten a few videos with plenty of hate comments, and it's pretty. That's pretty proud.
We're proud, brother. It is a badge as well. Yeah, that's because, and I get hate all the time, but like, I mean, the most important thing is that, like, look at that like ratio. I mean, if you got like 90% likes and maybe 10% dislikes, that's good. If it's 50-50, you might want to take a look and see what's going on.
Yeah, there should be a ratio to it. Like, you're always, again, successful videos, you will get hate comments or whatever. Did you have a question?
There's two of them back there.
Are there any security concerns?
The security concerns with haters? And like, do we feel for your safety type of stuff?
So I recommend playing it smart. Do not reveal private information online. Don't let them know your address. Don't let them know, just information that's sensitive to it. That's why I use P.O. Box. So there's Paleo here with talking to our viewers. There is the chance of like DDoS, is what you said, or is it DDoS or docs?
Docs.
Computers these days. But yeah.
I feel like it's always safe to assume there's a safety concern.
Yeah.
Don't get too comfortable on the internet, no matter what you're doing, because you don't know who's going to show up at your front door. But like you're saying, also keeping as much of an anonymous profile as you can while doing what you're doing.
There are YouTubers who have done face reveals on purpose. Like they present their content where they might use a cartoon character. Grade A underrated that, where he eventually got to the point where here's my face, just here, there it is. Okay, now stop looking for it, because he has like 3 million subscribers, and he knew it would be only a matter of time until someone shows up at his door. Because there are some people out there who have that capability where they'll try to find you. So it's creepy, but it's a risk you run.
Can I have your autograph?
Yeah.
How'd you find me?
Can I have a restraining order? Hold on, there's right back there. Yes.
How do you go about when you're starting out? How did you go about with like self-promotion, and how did you feel about that? Just kind of promoting your channel, getting the word out there about it.
And a lot of
dumb luck again.
Yeah, in a lot of ways, your channel almost has to catch its wind, and then you can use it to promote itself.
Yeah,
as weird as that sounds.
And definitely use like any social media sites you're on.
Ooh, I got one for you. Are you all familiar with Jenny Nicholson? She's the Star Wars girl who made a video recently where she was like Wasn't it Star? Oh no, the Suicide Squad video where she like pretended to be like Waller and pitching. It was a Suicide Squad sales pitch. Has anybody ever seen that one?
And for the record, a little background. Ginny is
she's a part of this fandom too.
part of the group that makes the Friendship is Witchcraft videos, or made them. I don't know if
Yeah,
there's
she did a little sketch comedy in her rooms playing these two characters, making fun of Suicide Squad. That video got on Reddit and broke like what 2-3 million views. She got a huge wave of people who joined her, and she ran with that momentum. And Reddit keep posting her videos. And Jenny's like super humble, super chill. She's like, "Oh, cool, Patton Oswalt's now followed me on Twitter. Neat." And she ran with the momentum. It's about finding your stride and then go for it.
Yep.
Go for it. Go for it. So we've got about 3 minutes. Any other questions? Yes.
This is kind of a funny story, actually. I'm learning programming in Python specifically. I created a procedure that every few seconds it will load a web link. I created this procedure to open a new page, or in this case a tab, of a YouTube video. For every few seconds it opens a new tab with that same YouTube video and watches it and everything. And I do this like 30 times. It does it all automatically.
I feel like I'm about to tell you to be very careful.
I've had a few times lately where I see a YouTube video, I like it, but I wanted to see it get a few more views, so I apply that procedure to that video and give it a little more extra bonus views.
He's broken the code. Now here's the thing. I'm gonna stop you for 1 second. YouTube will ban you for that. That was a big thing back in the day, around 2008 and 9. A lot of folks did the reload, and they find out, they'll take your video down. Another thing is that, and it's really nice to you, I see where you're coming from, you want to give a boost. Those views technically don't count because it's like empty. It's like you want to get the word out for, if those were 30 people who saw the video, guess what? They might spread it to other folks. But if it's the same person refreshing it, it's like that's still just one person. It's nice, you're coming from a good place, but be careful, YouTube might block you on that one.
You'll have to change the IP every time you do it.
Yep.
They log it.
Yeah, YouTube's a lot more clever than you think. Like there are times where I'm like, how the heck did they catch this audio? And they're like,
It's a sweet gesture though, like Saber said. Your heart's in the right place.
Do that for my videos.
Or mine.
Oh, yeah.
Do one last question.
One last question we gotta roll out. You're stupid. You.
Just to piggyback off of what he's saying, those will count as legitimate views up to 250.
Mm-hmm.
In which case, YouTube will start verifying the IP address and make sure it's not coming from the same place.
Yeah. Because they want those views to be people who are like, who are we advertising to? The same person?
After 250, you can handle fine for people.
Yeah, and they're serious. There are some offenses where they're like,
Yeah, because when money gets involved, that's when they
the claws are out.
Yeah, with ads and everything.
Yeah, just to clarify, I never go like beyond 100 or ever. It's most of the time it's pretty much just like 20.
That's
The best part about like 100
Just give it
views.
a slight extra boost.
I was gonna say,
so that other people can see that it has a few more views than it did before.
It's a cool program.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm still a newbie in programming.
It's a lot more than Olive.
You can only watch your favorite video 256 times.
Jay Holler, wake up.
All right, guys. Thank you all for coming to the How to YouTube panel. I'm Saber Clark.
I'm ACRacebest.
You all have a wonderful convention. We have a podcast panel.
Yeah, podcast panel in this room at 6 o'clock.
We're doing a Who Would Win segment. It's going to be a lot of fun, a cool discussion. Please come by. If not, you guys have a good convention.
Yeah.
See ya.